Alright, Shalom Akim. All praise to Yahweh Bashmiyan Shai. Double honor to the apostles of the great millstone. And as always, peace and blessings to the elect. I just want to do a quick lesson something that had caught my eye. I was looking at the calendar for the day, and as you can see, 2017 August. Today's date is actually the 12th. Now, this calendar is a Korean calendar. You can see the Korean writing beneath the numbers. But I noticed something. I noticed something as I was looking at the date, and I noticed that beneath it you have a number here. You have a 6. See if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. You have a 6.21 for today's date here. Okay. And I went all the way through. I was just trying to see what it was, and I noticed on the 21st it says the new moon. Okay. And now I'm gonna go back and do some more research because I'm not exactly sure what calendar the Koreans follow, but it definitely does have a new moon calendar, or an Oriental calendar within this American Babylonian calendar, as you can see, man. Okay, because it says today is the 8th month of August, but as you can see beneath the actual dates, it tells you the month and the actual day of the month, which is really the 6th month, because the next month, September, is the 7th month. So what I want to do is I want to do a count real quick. I did it a little while ago, but I just want to edify. You can see here, this is the new moon. Now I checked the app that most of the brothers use, the moon phase app, for when the new moon is to come in, and sure enough it coincides with this date here. Okay, the 21st of August. All right. And it says here the new moon. Now we know that a month of the cycle of the moon is about 29 and a half days. So between this Sunday here, the 20th, which is the 6th month, the 29th day, of course you have 0.5, and then until 30, which they count that, you have the new moon coming in. Okay. Which I believe it comes in. I'm not sure if it comes in on an actual Sunday night or Monday night, but you can see from the time the new moon comes in, okay, from the time the new moon does come in, the next day is the first day, okay, then the second day, the third day, the fourth day, all the way up until what? The 7th day, okay, all right, all the way up until the 7th day. So this would be more than likely the Sabbath from the next new moon coming in. And in between that, I believe around this time frame here, you're going to have a solar eclipse, I believe, to take place, which is another sign in the heavens that the Most High has deemed to show us in these times that He's getting ready to return. Okay. So from this 7th day coming in, from this new moon, which would be August 21st, okay, I went to September. Now it says 7, right? Now when you go to the month of September, it says here in America that's known as the 9th month, but we know the etymology of the root of September is 7. Okay, all right, that's where you get 7 from. All right, or it means 7. Okay. Now let's go back real quick. Salakia. Got the 7th day of the month. You got 8th, 9th. Okay, the 10th day of the month, which is the 31st, which is a Thursday. So then that Friday will be the 11th day, 12th day, all the way up until you got the 15th, 16th day. Because that evening, that's when the evening, that's why it's like that. Because when the evening comes in, that's when you're going to have your full moon, which is half of the month. Okay? So when you go all the way throughout the weeks, which weeks, when you look into the cycle of the moon, means to change. So throughout the changing of the month, from the full moon to the last quarter, you get all the way up. Remember, Monday, okay, you had that 29.5, then you had that 30, then you had that Monday. This month will be 28, 29, okay. Was that Tuesday? They said that's the new moon, okay. That's the next new moon. So you don't have 30 days here, 31 days here, okay. The cycle of the moon goes through a cycle, so it changes, okay. And then the next day is the first day. So why isn't it Friday to Saturday? Because according to the scriptures, okay, according to the scriptures, from the time the new moon comes in, which is a Sabbath, okay, within itself, from that first day coming in all the way up until the 7th day, with that next day is the next Tuesday, is the Sabbath when it comes in, okay? So it's not going to be a Friday and Saturday. That's the understanding that from the apostles on down here at Great Millstone, myself and other brothers teach that you have to go according to the moon. Okay? Alright? So now let's go to the scriptures. I have the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 43, verse 5. It says, "Great is the Lord that made it." Okay? At his commandment it runneth hastily, which is speaking about the, I believe, the sun, right? Verse 6, "He made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times." So how do you tell the time? According to the moon. Okay? It says, "And a sign of the world." From the moon is the sign of feasts, right? So when you go to the new moon, that's the new moon feast, okay, which is counted as a Sabbath in the scriptures. And then 7 days after that is your regular weekly Sabbath, okay. So it says, "From the moon is the sign of feast, a light that decreaseth in her perfection." Okay, it says the month is called after her name. That's where you get the word. That's why month and moon is synonymous with each other when you look it up. It says, "Increasing wonderfully in her changing in her weeks." Okay, that's why you could go from a new moon. Okay, the new moon, and then it waxes into the first quarter, and then throughout that month you're gonna have the full moon here, and it wanes into the last quarter, because the moon is going to get dark again within that next week in the new moon, and it starts all over again. So it increases and decreases, or decreases and increases wonderfully in her changing within the weeks. Okay? It says, "Being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven, the beauty of heaven, the glory of the stars, an ornament giving light in the highest places of the Lord." Okay, so as you can see, that's the true understanding. Okay, now September, like we said, now we're coming into the month of September within a couple weeks, and within that month, it's actually going to be the 7th month, as the name states, September 7. Okay. That's where, matter of fact, we had an Israelite by the name of Septimius Severus came into power in Rome, okay, which that was his name. All right, but I just wanted to edify brothers with that, to give an understanding on the new moon, the weeks, and when the Sabbath comes in, because I saw it on his calendar. With that, all praises to Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai. The blessings to the apostles. Shalom. All right, Shalom Akim. All praise to Yahweh Shai Shai. The blessings to the apostles, and Shalom to the elect. I just wanted to just do a quick adding, okay, a quick skillful adding to the video. Previous video I did. I'll probably put both of these videos together because I'm gonna be real quick with this one. But I just showed the calendar. It was a Korean calendar, by the way. Not sure exactly how they celebrate their different months and new moons or whatever, but it does have the new moon calendar within that actual wall calendar. And I went into the cycle of the moon and the changes, and the rightful understanding of the Sabbath, the weekly Sabbath. And I mentioned this app, and this app, which is an Android app, Phases of the Moon, which was highly recommended by Apostle Jahar that brothers get. As you can see, today's date is Saturday, August 12th, a little after 2 o'clock p.m. And as you can see, the illumination of the moon, the actual cycle of the moon, which is the waning gibbous, the days of the moon. So what I really want to get into is the next new moon, because on the calendar that I had before, it showed that the new moon will be coming around August 21st. Okay, and I just want to check my sources. Okay, because that's what you're supposed to do. You don't just take one particular source at face value. A prudent man looketh well to his goings. So I'm gonna just get the next. I believe actually when the next full moon. That's the next full moon. Let's get to the next new moon. Okay, as you can see, the next new moon, it has it here, is Wednesday, September 20th. Let me go back. Let me go to choose date. Okay, but that was September. Let me go to August. Today is the 12th. All right. Press OK. Select. All right. So that's Saturday, August 12th. Let's go to the next new moon. The next new moon is, like I checked on the calendar, Monday, August 21st. Okay. So I just wanted to edify our brothers with this, and just to show you that when the new moon comes in, okay, that's the Sabbath. That's the first day of the month, which is a high holy day, a feast day, according to our law. Okay, in the scriptures, and 7 days after that would be when the weekly Sabbath comes in. Okay, and if I go to the next full moon from there, as you can see, the light increases, and I read that in Ecclesiasticus, the 43rd chapter. Okay, and then of course you go to the next new moon after that, the light decreases again. Okay, and it says it's going to be Wednesday, September 20th, which that would be the 7th month. So we're getting ready to go into the 7th month. Okay, as opposed to Esau saying we're going into the 9th month, or that we're already in the 8th month. We're really in the 6th month. Okay, and we're going into the 7th month. Okay. Right, so yeah, that's when this the next new moon is supposed to come in. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Shai. Hope our brothers are edified. All praises to Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles, great millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.